All right, what's up, bitches and gentlemen? We're back. We are back. You guys have been enjoying these videos with Sabrina and myself, so we decided that we would make another one. Consistent uploads. So if you guys are enjoying these consistent uploads, make sure to smack the motherfucking like button and drop a comment. Drop a W if you're enjoying these videos. But in this video, we're going to be covering the art of balance because that was a requested topic in my Create Your Reality Discord. So we're going to be talking about balance today and how important it is to live a balanced life and a balanced diet, a balanced everything, really, because it's like the yin and yang of life. And once you realize that everything is yin and yang, you kind of never view life the same because you look at the negatives and you don't look at them as negative because you know that at some point you're going to have a polar opposite to that negative, just like the weather. Sometimes it's raining and you can be upset that it's raining, or you could be like, you know what, this is just going to make me appreciate the sun more. Or like when you're in a bad headspace, you know, like that's just as much as yin and yang as the weather and the ups and downs in your life, you know. It's incredibly important to just acknowledge that. Mm-hmm. But we're going to be talking more in particularly about the balance of like working hard and playing hard. Because we live in a world of distractions. We live in a world where it's incredibly easy to fall into the slippery slope of being distracted and over-consuming. And I know Sabrina does a great job at this, and I'm not just gassing her up. She really does. Because she doesn't, yeah, of course. She doesn't really overdo the drinking. She doesn't really spend much time doing things that are just awful for your brain. But when you do, you're like, hey, I deserve it. So talk to us about it.
Well, yeah, I was never a huge drinker, honestly. I mean, I think everybody goes through, like, a little phase. You know, I was in college for 2 years, so I did occasionally drink, but I never, like, got super drunk because I believe in balance, and I also believe in, like, just taking care of yourself. And
how did you balance when everyone around you was like, let's go out?
Well, I'm the kind of person that I just kind of do what I want to do, and even if everybody around me is, like, trying to convince me, like, if it's not something that I want to do, then I'm not going to do it. But I also think that you can still go out and not have to drink. Like, I don't feel pressured to drink in order to be,
Can you really, though? Like, when I go out, like, when I'm sober, I look around and I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Well, the older that I am now, yeah, like, I feel that way because the thing is, now when I go out, even if I am drinking, I still am looking around and I'm just like, where am I? Because at this point in my life, I'd rather, like, drink on a boat or, like, have a little get-together or, like, just be, like, at the hot tub with you, like, not at the club where it's just, like, obnoxious music and obnoxious people. So. But
then again, if it wasn't for that party scene thing, we probably would have never met.
I know.
Which is crazy. A lot of people always ask us, like, how did you and Sabrina meet? I always, like, jokingly say that Sabrina slid my DMs, which she kind of did. Kind of.
You had to ask about your party.
She wanted to come to the party, so she had to DM me to get the invite or whatever. So I met her at the party that I was throwing, and that's how we met. Like, it's not really some, like, super romantic, crazy shit. We met at a party, and it was cool how we met. Honestly, it was. Yeah, the odds were slim. The odds were slim when you think about it.
What are the chances?
Yeah. So it's like, but I wasn't going into it with any expectations of, like, finding someone that I was actually gonna like never would I have thought would have been at a party. But it's like, I feel like that's a very rare occurrence, you know, for people to meet the person that they want to be with. Maybe it's not, you know, maybe that does happen all the time.
I think a party and a club are two different things, honestly.
It was a house party. It was a house party.
I like house parties more than the club because at the club you can't even really talk.
You can't talk. You can't talk.
It's not as intimate. It's literally just get fucked up and that's literally it.
You need to find. You don't need to find anything, but you will find someone, and this is one of the key things to look for: is someone that is, like, totally okay with not going out and, like, prefers intimate hangouts with, like, a friend group, smoking a cigar on the patio. Rather than, like, going to the fucking club and getting wasted. Like, 90% of college chicks just want to go to, like, whoever has the table or... No.
Sorry,
please, so
brief
bad.
intermission.
Get out of here. Bad boy.
Bear is eating the cord.
Dude, if he just broke my fucking Beats headphones, I'm gonna be pissed.
Buster, there's still a piece in his mouth.
Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my audio jack to the fucking Beats,
Peter.
brother.
Buster might have to go into timeout today.
Brother. Alright, anyway, sorry about that. Bad, get out of there. Get out of there. Bad boy.
Oh my god.
Bad boy. Okay, anyway, you need to find someone that is like enjoys the intimate things in life more, like genuine connections more than just going getting fucked up and mooching off whoever has the most money, which is like a majority of college chicks. But like, dude, honestly, like start going to places where we're talking about balance. We already talked about this shit.
Yeah.
But balance, like the party life and the working life, it's you kind of just have to ask yourself, did I deserve this? Essentially, that's the most important thing you need to ask yourself is like before you go out, before you go anything, before you sit down and watch Netflix, like you have to ask yourself, like, did I deserve this? And if you are unclear or uncertain, like if you deserve something, you need to start journaling every single day to get clear on like, okay, if I do X, Y, and Z, I deserve to do Y, whatever. And you can do that in the Create Your Reality Journal, by the way. Sedlak.com. Anyway, it's just I think balance literally just comes down to that question.
Yeah.
It's like, do I genuinely deserve to do this? You know, and
Yeah.
delaying that gratification rather than like I wanted to get a jet ski, and Sabrina knows I was very, very close to getting a jet ski. I was like, let's go get a jet ski today. But rather than like just impulsively buying a jet ski, I decided that I was gonna wait until like I felt like I really, really deserve a jet ski with the fruit of my labor. Mm-hmm. So instead of buying one impulsively, I'm gonna wait a month or two. Because maybe in a month or two, I'll realize, like, maybe I don't need a jet ski.
Yeah.
Same shit happened with a dog. I bought a dog impulsively. I moved to Miami. Well, a lot of the things I do are impulsive, and it honestly works out because I feel like that's the best way to live life is spontaneously. Because that way you learn tremendously. This dude is now chewing on my shoes.
Yeah, I think another thing that has to do with, like, did you deserve it is not only with yourself but also with like how much of yourself you give to other people, because like when I first started talking to Alex, I wasn't just gonna give it all up unless I felt like he deserved it. Like if I thought that you were just some lousy guy, I wouldn't have opened up the way that I did, or like I don't know, it just wouldn't have been the same. So I think if you're in a situation with another person where you're constantly giving them like everything that you have and you're just draining yourself, you should really ask yourself, like, does this person deserve it? Like, do they reciprocate it? Like, do they make effort for me? So I think you can really apply it to every aspect of your life, because also not only is it like with work and play, it's with like what you eat. Like you want to eat good, but also it's not going to kill you if you indulge once in a while, you know?
And you just got to ask yourself, do I deserve to eat this?
Yeah.
Like, do I really genuinely, did I work hard enough this week to get a cheat meal, you know? Like when I eat ice cream, it's usually after I deserve it, but I'm done with the ice cream unless I make it myself with this new thing I might buy. But ultimately, balance comes down to just like asking yourself, is this going to throw me out of my routine? Is this going to fuck me up? Is it going to do more harm than good? Or is this really not that big of a deal? And do I deserve to do this thing?
Yeah, and also I think just knowing what you personally want, because somebody who sits on the couch all day and eats chips and plays Call of Duty like all day obviously doesn't want to be living the same kind of life as somebody who has a vigorous routine and is going point. To the gym, going to work, like doing this and that, like putting all the steps in motion. Mm-hmm. So it really comes down to what you want. And it's like, we can sit here and tell you all day, do this, do that, but
clarity.
It's going to come down to you and how badly you want it.
Another reason why you need to get clear on what you want to do. Because like some people don't want to be in the 1%. What we're talking about is basically people who are striving to be in that 1%, to be like the best version of themselves. But a lot of people just aren't really built for that. They're set up for a life of mediocrity, and that's a majority of the world. You know, it's like we can't really control those people. You know, this message isn't for everyone. It's not going to resonate with everyone. But if you're here and you've made it to the end of this video, this probably does resonate with you. So I do have to say that I'm proud of you for striving to be the best version of yourself, because in a world of mediocrity and distractions, you choose to be here and you choose to try to learn, try to become better. So I'm proud of you. And the balance thing, like, I know I've said it a million times already, but just constantly in the back of your head, do I deserve to do this? That's what I ask myself throughout my whole come up. I've always been asking myself, do I deserve to do this? Is this a logical decision? Is this going to help me? And it's practicing that mindfulness, like we talked about in my other video, mindfulness of your decisions.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And just, again, knowing what you want and how badly you want it and putting in those steps. And yeah, just don't overthink it. And like, if you think in your heart, okay, I worked hard today, like I'm gonna just treat myself, everybody deserves to do that. So don't like beat yourself up, and just know that you'll know in your heart if you deserve it or not.
Yeah, when I was on the come up like 2020, I worked from 6 in the morning till 6 p.m. Then I'd go to my friend Ty's house and we'd film a podcast every night for like 60 days. And then after that podcast, I would smoke. And that was like, I deserved it. You know, I worked all fucking day, filmed a podcast. I'm going to smoke before I go to bed. But now I can't smoke anymore. But like, that was the thing I treated myself to, because I didn't allow it to slow me down at that time.
And then it makes you work even harder, because you're like, I have something to look forward to if I get all of my work done.
Exactly. So reward yourself every now and then if you deserve it. All right, guys, I think that's a wrap for this video. So drop a W if you guys enjoyed the video. I'm incredibly grateful for you guys. And also drop video ideas. Like, let us know what we want to film, because we're down to film these like every fucking day. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
And let's hope these headphones work still. Much love. Peace.